pushing myself to the. Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition.
I'm coming
Get
in
up
hot.
now.
Get up now.
Shady.
No, I was gonna. Doesn't he say D? I don't know how he starts the album. Why
It's
do
like
I even
10,
try?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Here we come. Yo, that fucking flow is insane.
He doesn't breathe. He doesn't
He
fucking
doesn't.
breathe during that. All right, y'all. What's up? Welcome back, Culture Crossover.
What's up, everyone? How you doing? Yeah.
If you didn't know, this is gonna kind of be. I think this is gonna be a deep cut because I don't feel like people remember the album D12 World, and it's one that we
Unless you're an Eminem stan and just so happen to be a D12 fan at that, then yeah. Outside of that, I don't know.
This is not gonna be our biggest like views recorded, but we're gonna do this for us. I think this is one that's more for us. And
Fair enough.
It's gonna be an express episode. We're trying to do this express today. You know, just this is like 10 items or less. Like we're the express lane today. But all right, 12 World. When did it come out? You give us a quick history lesson, like quick YouTube short version of a history lesson for us.
The way I'll put it, like the timeline for Shady Records and the Eminem universe really shifted when 2003, or was it 2002, with the signing of 50 Cent, and 50 Cent ends up dropping Get Rich or Die Trying 2003, and then just the whole G Unit, Shady Aftermath, Interscope gang is just completely like, they're the ones running the hip hop game at that point. You have even the artists from 50's label, G Unit, becoming a success, selling records, and then artists on Eminem's label, starting with Obi Trice, and then of course the D12 group and all of that too.
Yeah.
But at this point, everything that was sort of releasing album wise throughout like the 2000 to, what do you want to say, 2005 or 6, like it was, you know, millions of albums from Eminem to 50 to D12. So 2004 to 2004 is when D12 World drops their sophomore album, because Devil's Night was dropped in 2001.
I just want to say,
so
from that album,
Purple
Pills is one of my favorite songs, even though I'm not a drug addict. I think it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, those are good ones. Classic.
I'd take down a couple downers, whatever. I don't remember the verses right now, but I just love that song. It's so funny of a song. But go ahead, my bad.
It's very goofy.
Yeah,
no, I think this was a very interesting career, as well as Eminem too at that point, because he already kind of reached peak in his mind at that point. Remember, because he had dropped Eminem Show, 8 Mile. He did 8 Mile, the soundtrack, all that good stuff, and he was really tapping into his producer bags. But I mean, lyrically, I don't think he was sort of slowing down, but he was all over this D album as well. So we can just, you know, get into it, because I remember this album feeling like, this is right before Encore, which would later drop later in the year. And then, but I think this was like Eminem's like most gangsta era.
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
Talking about guns, talking about like violence, everything. You know, he was still like taking drugs at this point in his career.
That's for sure at that point. But one thing I was gonna say was that I think that like this was also like, I feel like they did the first one, and I think whenever he did this collab albums with D12, he turns into like a different person. It's like when you hang out with your boys and you just become fucking weird a little bit because you're comfortable with your boys. And I feel like that's what happened in this album. Like he was just comfortable with his boys and just let it run. Just let it fucking.
That's good. That's a very good way to put it.
That's what it felt like. I feel like they hung out and they're like, are we just dropping another album? Is that what's happening? We hung out in the studio and just made a fucking album. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what ended up fucking happening for him.
Yeah, because it felt like, in terms of releases, D12 were on all of Eminem's albums up that point. They always had a feature. So you always felt like, with all the other artists dropping, the ones that I just mentioned, it felt like a D12 release was due. So, and then so we got this, and then what's funny is I purchased this CD in stores, and it came with a DVD too, and on that DVD there was a lot of BTS like footage, and it was really dope. But to your point, it really showed like how close the bond they had, and they were D12 was constantly on tour with M2, so I had a lot of footage of that. So it's no wonder why they're like they were ready for another album.
100%. Let's just go through the production real quick. I mean, Eminem produced like most of this album, right? Like there's High Tech and a few other people. I feel like I was reading it.
Mr. Porter.
Yeah,
Mr. Porter was
but like
big hand in it.
Eminem had a hand in like almost, I think it was like 80% of the song, 80% of the songs that were out there. Like he produced a lot of it. And like, to be honest,
Do you know
I
Kanye
didn't,
has a beat on here?
does he?
Yeah.
Which one? D12 World.
It's D12 World. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah, I
good
see that now.
song.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's, you know what? That sounds like that does sound different from the whole album because you know what? I've figured now that when Eminem makes the beat, there is a distinct sound of when Eminem is the one producing the beat. He has this. I can't tell you what it is, but there's just something about the way he produces it. It's made for him,
Yeah.
and I think I don't know. I have to. I think I need to go listen to more of it and just like really try to figure out what it is. If it's like a drum or a pattern that comes in, but
Like
like
Purple Pills is is like a very much an Eminem sounding beat too, if you
yeah,
think about it, and it fits because D12 fits in that world too.
yeah.
D12 fits in that world. Yeah.
He does. D12. That's good.
D12
That's good.
World.
D12 World. There you go. Reference back to the album. But production wise, I mean, like I was listening to it and I'm like, maybe I didn't know how to like think about the production because I was like, I like it. Like I think Get Up starts out so hard. Loyalty starts hard. Just like You is a fucking weird ass song. But
It's
you
a
know,
very crazy song.
and and we'll get into the how it sounds now, like all of it, but just from a production standpoint, it didn't sound too dated. It just sounded like different, if that makes sense. Like when I think of music that sounds dated, I'm like, this is like a time period of how music sounded at that time. Like when you listen to hip hop from the 90s, it sounds like the 90s most of the time, right? And it's changed a lot. But
Yeah.
like 2007, I mean, it was almost 20 years ago, right? But like it doesn't feel 20 years old. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just sounds different.
Yeah. Interesting.
It doesn't sound dated. It just sounds like different. You know what I mean? It's like how I feel like nah, I don't know.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like a moment of time, like it doesn't feel like a little bit older, or it doesn't give you that feel having listened to it now after all this time?
It sounds like Eminem. That's what it sounds like.
It does sound like
It
Eminem
just sounds
all
like
the
Eminem.
way through,
It's
all the
not a
way fucking
it
through.
doesn't sound like a time period. It sounds like an artist. That's what it is. It sounds like Eminem. And Eminem and like D12 is Eminem's group, right? Like so it should sound like that, right? So it's like one of the things where I'm like, it doesn't sound dated. It sounds like Eminem. You know what I mean? This is the Eminem that I love. This is before like we get encore and then there's kind of that drop off a little bit until we get recovery, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what it was. And it's like, I didn't hate it. Like it didn't, none of it was like, I can't listen to this. It sounds so bad. You know what I mean? It sounded good, for the most part. For every song that I liked then, I still like it now. And it hasn't sounded dated at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it when I first heard it. When I, was a teenager, I was listening to this shit like constantly. Yeah, I remember thinking the beats, everything was banging too.
Yeah, yeah.
Production, I was, with the exception of maybe two songs that I would skip, like the rest of it, I remember really loving the instrumentals.
Yeah. 100%. I 100%.
Specifically American Psycho 2, which is my favorite instrumental off the whole album.
I think
It's
a lot
Dr.
of,
Dre, baby.
yeah, I think that a lot of people agree because that's Dre, right? So like you're getting a different. Let's be real. Eminem will agree. Dr. Dre is the god of producing music. Eminem is just his protege in that way. Like he's not at that level, right?
Word.
So yeah, it's a production. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't even know how to rate it because I'm like it's fine, but I don't know how to rate it because I'm like it's fine. Like I like it, but I don't think a lot of people want to like like have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to shit on it. It's like it's
Why
a
don't
deep
you rate it how you would have rated it back then when you first listened to it? Do it that way, because 'cause I'll
point
do it that way.
4.2. I'll give you a
Okay,
4.2.
nice.
4.2 because like I think Get Up starts out so hard
It
and
is. And all
loyalty
3 of their
continue.
flows. We'll get
Yes,
into that, though.
all of it. Like I think like there's like a few dips. I think in a few songs where I'm like whatever, but like like I said before, every song that I liked still sounds great to this day. To this
Yeah,
day.
dude. Even fucking, Good Die Young,
Yeah.
the emotional, like, the instrumental is perfect, and yeah, I mean, there's moments where there's a little 1 or 2 surprises, and that's
Yeah.
definitely one of them.
Yeah, and I think that like for a group that large, right, of different people being on a
Yeah.
beat, for it to work for everybody, I think is a feat within itself. I mean, and we'll get into like them and their performances, but like to make the beat, no one ever sounded like they shouldn't be rapping on these beats because it didn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very
Bizarre
good
always
point.
sounds different, right? But that's his
Yeah,
that's
that's his
his
thing.
like that's his thing. That's his style. He's gonna sound different than everybody else. So I mean, like I give 4.2. Like I think that like I'm giving it more, but with the nostalgia, but like it's good for where we are. in 2026? What about you?
I'm rating it how I would have rated it in 2004 when I was bumping this shit, son. With my
Was it?
mom driving or my fucking older brother or my dad, like, what the fuck are you listening to? I'm just like, man, you want to put on track number 3? No. Yeah, I have to say 4.5. If I'm staying true to my word and what I was saying
Yeah.
earlier about judging it from my younger ears, because the truth of the matter is I haven't listened to this album in a long time.
Yeah.
But having gone back and listened to it, I'm revisiting it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to fly through sequencing because I think we're gonna stay in like this artist performance, favorite songs, significance, aging thing together, just so we can just do it. The sequencing to me, I don't think it mattered. I think it started off great. It started off high. It comes back down with like How Come and The Good Die Young. But like I think Eminem is just like at this point a multi-platinum, multi-diamond artist at this point. He knows how to put together an album. He has done it so many times that like I mean I don't think it matters how it was sequenced, but I think it was intentional the way it was done, and like it's like a 4.8 for me in the sense that like I don't think it was done properly. Like it always kind of like I think that like if you're sequencing an album, it can't be like disruptive to the flow of how you listen to it in order, and it never felt that way through it. If I didn't like a song, that's not the point. It's like did that song make sense even if I didn't like it there? And I think that was the case.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give it a 4.4.
Okay. Any commentary around it?
It's a very unique sounding
Sure.
album. It's unique to D12, Eminem, and their sound.
Yeah.
And it works for that.
Yeah.
And I think you hit all the main points though. But yeah, I think the album flows pretty nicely in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's like I think it's also like sequencing is also like a very like how it hit your ear versus my ear. I just like I'm giving it a high because I'm like I think Eminem really thinks through that, especially I mean before he got on drugs. Or before he got too onto drugs.
And there's some like moments, there's some like skits and stuff on there that really add like the comedic value to it all too. So like
Yeah.
I like that they kind of threw in there just to lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. I think now let's just put the features, artist performance, and just like how it's aged and the cultural significance kind of together. And at the end, we'll just like ramble off numbers at the end for fun, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I think D12 is a very underrated group, and I think as individual artists, maybe they didn't have the staying power to go ahead and have individual careers, but as a group, without Eminem, I'm gonna say let's just take Eminem out of it because Eminem is like the best-selling rapper of all time, and that will obviously like raise all the boats in the ocean, right? But without him, even on the songs where he's not there, they hold their own, and I think they're a very underrated group, and I think that the fact that we only got 2 albums from them is insane. I know that like life stuff happened with them with Proof dying and things like that. Of course, like I take that and I understand why there isn't a 3rd album, but they all just like they hold their own. Every single one of them. Nobody has a skippable verse in any of the music. And I mean within D12 World or outside of it. Like none of them like have like cuz a lot of them are on Rap Game, right? In
one of my favorite songs.
8 Months, same. And all of them hold their own. The only thing is, okay, wait, who are all the artists on it? Because I always forget. I know it's Proof, Bizarre, Conniva, and then
Con Artist.
Con Artist, yes.
Swifty McVeigh. He's my favorite. He's always been my favorite.
Okay, I can't tell the difference between Conniva, Con Artist, and Swifty
Swifty is the one that always like he usually would rap before or after Eminem. Like he would come first. Like on Rap Game, he came first, and then it was M shortly after. And he's always the guy in the background as ad-libs.
No, Swift. Wait, in D12, sorry, not in D12.
In D12.
In Rap Game.
Yeah.
Proof starts it off though, right?
No, Proof is the one. He's like,
no, he's at the end. He's at the end.
He's at the end, right before Bizarre, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Con Artist and Conniva are the ones that rap together.
Okay,
like,
yes, I can never tell who's
back and forth.
They do an excellent job, and I can never tell them apart. And that's my own fucking problem. But
we had an interview with DJ Clue. No, I had an interview with DJ not Clue. You too. Well, that's Eminem, but like Con Artist, that's the back and forth. Those 2 guys. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna tell them off.
I'm gonna tell him when I feel like it, man. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, that's my big take on their performance overall. Like, and this just cements it. I think this is a really underrated album overall. Underrated performance, like just lyrically as a rap fan, fucking killed it, dude. Fucking killed it. And just from a feature standpoint, just to throw it in there, Obi Trice not being in D12 is kind of weird to me because he fits right the fuck in. You know what
Oh,
I
he
mean?
does. He
I know he's a
does.
solo artist, and maybe that's like
But
sounds
it's
like
the
a dig.
shady sound, right? It's
Yeah.
the shady family. So like it all seemed like they all worked well in that universe.
And I mean this in a respectful way. He should be in the group. I mean, he's a standalone artist, and like, of course, whatever. But I'm like, he should be more involved in that group because he just fits in so fucking well. But that's artist
He
performance,
does.
top notch in my opinion. Very, very underrated overall, just as a group.
Yeah, and I love that Be Real feature on there for American Psycho 2. Get it in your brain. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a standout. And yeah, I liked all their performances on here, like you were saying, and the shock value lyrics and like songs like Get My Gun and
Yeah.
Bitch. Remember that song?
Yeah. Get up,
Crazy,
bitch.
man. The way they bounce off of each other. You
Shake
could
that
tell
ass,
like
bitch.
none of
Sorry.
them were pulling their lyrics,
Yeah.
pulling their punches, I should say, lyrically.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty sharp on here.
Yeah. No, 100%. I gave artist performance a 4 or 5. I think it was really good. I'm not.
I think that's
I'm not considering like other things we've reviewed. I'm kind of doing this review as a standalone, in my
Yeah.
opinion, overall.
Yeah.
Before we kind of like just go nostalgia of like favorite songs, favorite moments, cultural significance. I don't know if there is any. I don't know. Like, I don't think
I
there
don't
like
think
is.
yeah.
I'm not gonna review it. I don't think I'm not gonna put a number down because I don't want to bring a rating down for it. But I just don't think that like they got enough love overall as like a group.
Right.
So it's unfortunate,
Right.
like, you know, like especially after Proof died, like the group fell apart at that point, and that's like unfortunate because we didn't get more. Like with Eminem's comeback, wouldn't it have been awesome to see them on like Music to Be Murdered By or like
Mm-hmm.
Kamikaze and stuff? Like, wouldn't it have been cool to have like full on songs? But I get why that can't happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, yeah. But just to before I'm gonna give you the mic in a sec, but like just how it's
Yeah.
aged, I think it's aged wonderfully. To be honest with you, I think it's a great nostalgic time periods album. And again, I'm just not gonna rate it. I think I'm just gonna leave it, let it be. But like I think it's something where like if you're a hip hop head and you were in there in the 2000s, 2010s, like go listen to it. If you missed it, you're gonna love it. And if you remember listening to it, it's gonna be like a nice little throwback for you.
Yeah. It's one of those like time capsule albums from that era
Yeah.
that you just like pop back open and listen to thoroughly. It's really funny in a lot of moments too.
Yeah.
And it's also like really just fucking vulgar and downright just fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
No, it is. It fucking is.
should I do it? Should I just, keep it true to them one memory of our early years chilling and hanging out in the early 2000s, the song that we bonded over
Yes, of course.
indirectly?
Let's do the memories. We can end it up with some memories and just what we loved like about the album. Just kind of like talk through our favorite parts, and then we can just wrap it up.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to steal your thunder in
Go,
case
go,
you
go.
were doing it. But yeah,
No.
this is just straight from the chorus from Keep Talking off
Yeah.
of D12.
Yes.
Bitch, keep talking, keep on popping off with them jaws because we ain't stopping. We ain't gotta prove shit to y'all, so all y'all can lick
the
them
balls and
balls
keep
and
walking.
keep walking. Keep on popping that shit you're
you
popping. Cause we ain't stopping, cause you ain't stopping us. We ain't got to prove shit to y'all, so all y'all can lick the balls and keep walking.
Oh, what a fucking verse. Like, come on, man. That's a fucking verse.
Like that's actually some lyrical
Yes.
like wordplay, like just silliness in it too.
What the album had such great choruses, to be honest with you. Like Loyalty is a great fucking verse. I'm a man, and a man's gonna do what he's gotta do. I don't remember anything. God, my brain only works when the song is playing, but like,
did you like My Band?
yes. I thought it's
You
so
did?
funny.
I liked it.
I think it's so
But
funny.
once I got over the laughs, I was kind of done with it too.
It's a stupid song, but like I told you this when we talked about this before.
The video is funny.
The video is hilarious, but I also like the end with like the My Salsa part. I always
I forgot.
can't get over that part because I saw a meme that was like showing the video where it's like my salsa brings all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their underpants. My salsa, and there was like the meme caption saying, "I'm gonna tell my kids this was Bad Bunny." I fucking died, yo. That shit was so
wild.
good. I also like
been a song.
I also like the song like How Come is such a good song. Cause like as silly as the song was, or as like violent as the song was, or just like fucking gangsters this like album was, right? It was also very deep. Because how come, like, a falling out with just dudes, like, that's not some shit people fucking rap about. The Good Die Young, like, that was like about bugs and stuff. Like, that was like that song. Like, I can't listen to that song anymore. Like, not just
It's
even like
sad.
not even my
Yeah.
mom, just like other people that have like died that are our age and stuff. Like,
Right.
where it's like I can't listen to that anymore because like it will make me fucking cry every fucking time because it's such a
Yeah.
it came from like a place of like, you know, pain. Like I
Yeah.
forgot who it was, and he was talking about and the song was like, I had to carry somebody to the car because he just like fucking broke down or whatever. And it's just like it's real. And like as someone now who's faced grief, that's how it fucking feels, you know? And it was a very deep song. And like I don't think they're giving enough credit for just that. Like you can be lyrical, you can be all lyrical and everything, but can you get deep? And they could. And that's why I keep thinking there's such an underrated group for that reason.
Very good. Very glad you touched on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that and How Come and Good Die Young, both of those records, yeah, they do get deep. And what's even crazier is, yeah, Proof has a verse on Good Die Young, and
Yeah.
he ended up R.I.P. He ended up
Yeah.
getting murdered like 2 years after that album was
Yeah.
released.
I mean, you could just listen to that for about Proof at that point. You know what I mean? You know, so
Yeah.
it's crazy.
What did he say on there? He's like, to have tats of my dead homies, like on my skin. There ain't no. I'm butchering the lyrics, but he's
Yeah.
like, I don't even have enough room on my skin to tat all my dead friends.
I remember the verse where he says like, "If I could turn back the hands of time, God should." And that shit fucking always
That's
gets
on
me a little
there?
bit. Yeah,
Damn.
that's what Proof says. He's like, "If I could turn back the hands of time, God should." If I and
Damn.
stuff. It's such a deep song for like all of them. Even Bizarre, like he wasn't Bizarre on that. You know what I mean? He kept it
Yeah.
real. Like you know what I
Yep.
mean? So like you saw 3 dimensions of every member on that group, and
Yeah.
Eminem's not on it. And
He's not on it. You're
he's
right.
not on it. He didn't take any of like because you know like I think he knows his like the gravity he pulls in that right. So like I think taking him out of it made that song better. Not saying that he couldn't do his part in it, but like I think it makes it a deeper song because of that. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean I could go on about a bitch about this album, but like for me, it just like re-listening to it is like, yo, this was like fucking you're hyped, you're like fucking laughing, and then you're fucking crying. Tell me how many albums can make you fucking do that? You know what I mean? How many albums?
100%. Not many.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, one of my favorite fucking I gotta just crack another joke. One of
Go
my
for it, yeah.
favorite verses from Bazaar. Do you remember this one off American Psycho 2? They found Saddam, but they ain't gonna find me. I'll be under a tree in buttfuck Tennessee.
That's so funny. That's hilarious, dude. I think that's where I learned butt fuck. I think that's where I started using the word butt fuck. Like I'm like instead of bum fuck, it's butt fuck. That's so funny, dude.
But yeah, man.
Was
Great
it
album. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have anything else that we want to say about it? I
No,
think we
this is an express episode. We got it done in 24 minutes. 2 dozen. We got it done in 2 dozen.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
dozen.
yeah.
1 dozen for you, 1 dozen for me.
D12.
Check out the album, D12 World. Fucking awesome album. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Let us know. Hey, we're putting these things out weekly right now. Let us the fuck know where the fuck we should be putting our ears so we can listen to some shit. So holla.
Our ear holes.
Our ear holes. All right. In buttfuck, Tennessee. All right, y'all. Shout out Tennessee.
Pushing
Peace.
myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the. Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition. I got success in my future, man. How do I know it? This prophecy, no premonition.